Hello everybody, welcome to Adobe Live. My name is Gus Martin, and joining me today is the amazing and talented Olga.
Hi!
Double high five! This is day 2 of our 3-part series, where we're celebrating UI and UX design, specifically in Adobe XD. So if you're just tuning in, jump into the chat. All you need to do is go to behance.net/live, say hello to us. I've got Eric there, Ahmad, Alberto, Bojana, Michael Crabtree, one of our classic. Michael's actually on the stream with us, so he now hangs out in chat sometimes and keeps us company from afar in the chat pod. So yeah, come say hi, let us know what's up.
Oh, I see some people from yesterday.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some of our regulars. Raphael's back from yesterday.
Our dentist, Eric.
Yeah. Maybe we'll make more dentists today. You stick around, you'll see what that means later. And you're right, Chris, I do need a turtleneck. But today I'm just wearing classic dad sweater. Hey Hans, hey Devin, hey Ryan, thanks for joining us. So just really quickly letting you know what's going on today. We're live all day. Just before this, we were live with Marvin and Paul. They're actually designing a perfume subscription service. It's a web experience in Adobe XD. They'll be live again tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Right now, I'm live with Olga. She's going to be designing a web experience for booking a dentist appointment. And then right after that, we're live with Melody Sabori, who is designing another mobile app of her own, and I think has something to do with voice commands and fitness classes. So you want to stick around for that. It's going to be a really cool, action-packed day. We'll be giving away a special prize in about 25 minutes. We'll give away a Moo notebook, and you can also participate in our challenge today, which is pretty cool. All you need to do is design a web experience and play with Adobe XD's new tool, which is Auto Animate. You'll share the video with us, we'll review it on stream, and you could potentially win a year subscription to Creative Cloud. So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And that's it for my spiel. Let's let Olga introduce herself and talk about what she's going to be working on today.
So actually, I am from Ukraine, and I work as a product designer, and I have my own company called Netrix, where we specialize mostly on working with startups and mid-sized businesses and help create better products. So about our plans, yesterday we discussed our goals, we discussed our target audience, discussed flow, and created a lot of wireframes. Today we are going to do UI, and tomorrow I hope we will create awesome prototype in Adobe XD.
I'm really pumped about the prototyping step.
Yeah, so as for a quick show what we done yesterday, and so yeah, here we have like flow, some sketches, and we created wireframes for one flow, booking an appointment.
Yep.
And today we are going to create awesome UI.
Nice. I'm excited to see the screen designs come to life based off of what we did yesterday. Just really quickly, we have a lot more friends saying hello to us. We've got Munir in there. We got Esther. I see Beck. She's back. She was here yesterday. Chris Cannon is laughing and having fun, following each other. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool point. If you're tuning in and you're participating in chat, you can actually click on each other's avatars and give each other follows and appreciations on Behance. And it's a nice way to stay in touch when we're not live, so you should do that.
Yes, so I already prepared some color palette because we create application for an existing clinic, and so in most cases it will have some branding, some brand colors that we need to follow. So we already have a color palette, and to don't spend a lot of time for searching some icons, I already prepared some set that I'm going to use today.
Cool.
During
Did
UI.
you create those icons yourself, or did you get them somewhere?
Actually, some of them. So these 4 I download in Adobe Stock, and or maybe a little bit more. And some of them I created. For example, this one with brace.
Yeah.
These braces I created by my own.
I was wondering, like, how do you find a tooth with braces?
I tried, but it was different style, and I want something different, so I created by my own.
Cool. I really like it. Did you make it in XD or did you?
In XD.
Oh, that's so cool.
Actually, it's just easy.
Nice. Maybe if we have time, we can give you a little demonstration on how she created the icons.
How create icon with
Hi,
braces.
Callan. Hi, Heather. Hey, Daniel. Earhart. Vlad. Oh, Vlad was here yesterday.
Yeah.
Rocking some UI today. He's very pumped.
Hey, lad.
Thanks for joining us again.
So I'm going to create first artboard, and actually here I doubled our wireframe so I can use them. And now I'm going to show grid, not layout grid, hide layout grid.
Square grid?
Yeah, square grid. And it's 8 points, so we are going to use 8-point grid today for creating our application.
Nice, and we talked yesterday a little bit about why 8-point grid is your preference. Do you want to touch on that again really quickly? Or?
Yeah, just to give you a lot of space to work, but it also give a system. And then when you just create different screens and after design and development, it's much easier.
Okay, yeah. I think we talked about handoff was pretty easy with developers if you have an 8-point grid. Also, we have some fans of the tooth with braces in chat. I'm curious, anyone watching, if you've had braces before, and if so, how many times?
Yeah, we discussed yesterday. I was surprised that a lot of people had them like 2 times.
Yeah, I'm one of them, unfortunately. Yeah, let us know. Braces fans. Or we can at least commiserate. Yeah, Balancescape, that's a great point. One of the really cool parts about the live stream is interacting and seeing each other's work, and supporting each other and giving each other appreciations and feedback and critiquing each other's work. I mean, that's all part of the community, and this is just sort of a meeting place where you can all learn together. Oh, Heather had braces 3 times.
3 times, oh.
Oh my gosh. Esther had them for 4 years. Oh my. It's no fun. I had not only braces, but I also had a palate expander. Like I had this thing on the inside of my mouth that push my palate outwards. I don't know, that thing hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Devin had them twice. Says, wear your retainer, kids. I didn't wear mine, unfortunately. Daniel, welcome back. Thanks for being here yesterday. Cool.
So now I'm creating the first screen, and I'm use for font already colors that we have in our color palette, and also when I figure out which font and size I want to use, I will add it to character styles, so I can easily use it in all application and change.
Nice.
So like I add the first one, and I add the body text.
That's so
and
easy.
Then I can change it. I want to use San Francisco.
Is that a font that you downloaded from Adobe Fonts or synced, or is it something that's already in XD?
San Francisco, it's Apple's font,
Okay.
and I think I downloaded it from Apple website.
Cool.
But it was previously on my computer, so I'm not sure right now about color.
Ryan, I did not have the full headgear, but I did have rubber bands at one point, and that wasn't very fun either. So I hit the whole gambit.
And what is cavities?
Cavities
Yeah,
are like when you
cavities.
get a filling, like if you have a tooth that has like food caught in it for too long, and then you need to get it drilled and filled.
I see.
Yeah, they're also really bad. But it's probably one of the reasons why you would need an app like this.
Yeah.
Jan has a joke. Are you ready? Brace yourself. Dentist is coming.
Oh, cool.
Jan, very nicely done. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Yeah, you're right, Chris. I didn't want to get braces. I fought it. I fought it so hard. I did not want to get them, but now that I'm an adult, I'm really glad my parents forced me to get braces because my teeth were jacked up. So are you recreating the elements completely, or are you basing it a little, like, in terms of the size and spacing based off of the wireframe?
Yeah, for example, inputs I reuse right now, but I want to change form, I want to change color, I want maybe add some shadow, I want to play a little bit with it and see how it
Are you
and
a
then,
fan of the drop shadow? I think that's usually like kind of a debate, right? Like some people like it, some people, it's kind of like gradients. Like some people like gradients, some people don't.
I can't say that I fan. Now I just want to try and see how it works. And I don't know. I like clean application without any shadows, and as well I like some gradients and shadows, and I don't know.
It just depends.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It's always nice to experiment. Chris, thanks for hanging out this morning. You're awesome, man. And hopefully we see you soon. Chris will be live with us, actually, I believe in December. So next month he'll be on the stream. So you rock, man. Also, if anyone watching has ideas for experimenting with the design, or you want to like give us suggestions or ask questions about the process that Olga's going through as she's designing the UI, please let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, actually, it's interesting about shadow, for example. Do people in our chat prefer shadows or gradients, or they love clean design, or I mean, maybe what is favorite, maybe favorite application?
Okay.
It's interesting.
Yeah, let us know what your go-to is, like if you love drop shadows or gradients, and if you have an opinion on the subject. That's right, Chris. We've set the precedent. You need to bring a sweet sweater when you come in December. My sweater actually has fish on it. See it? Sneaking around there.
Cool.
I always try and wear a fish if I can. I like the blue, the cool color palette that you've selected. I think it's nice.
Yeah, it's some I want to create clean interface, and such colors allows to make some accents.
It's also sort of calm, and I feel like booking a dentist appointment is
a
little stressful. So if you're using like blues and sort of that slate color, I feel like it's kind of calming. If Val were hosting the stream, she would probably be wearing a sweater with like Darth Vader on one side and like Kylo Ren on the other, with like lightsabers crossed up the top.
And actually now my favorite instrument, repeat grid.
There we go.
Yeah,
magic. So what are your favorite, like, I know repeat grid is something that you use a lot. Is there another tool within XD that you've really enjoyed using? Or that has made your life easier?
Assets, colors and fonts that I can reuse, symbols, and actually I'm going to do it now. I'm going to create a symbol button.
Cool.
And
so then you can just use that same button in the next artboard?
Yeah.
Awesome. We have a friend, Chakra, in chat who says he was waiting for you all day, and it's 12:45 in India. And I think that's like 12:45 a.m., so it's middle of the night. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And do we have anyone in the chat that is a UI UX designer, or maybe let us know if you're discovering XD for the first time. I'd love to know what your experience is so far. There's that number again. I tried to call it yesterday. Didn't work.
Dentists don't want to speak with you.
No, they don't. It's too much work. Natalia does UI. That's cool. What type of UI? What field do you work in? What part of the process are you in? Who's there? Just downloaded XD yesterday. That's super cool. Well, hopefully you found it fun to use. If you're trying to navigate the program, you can participate in the challenge that we're running today. All you need to do is design a web page for an airline. It could just be a fictional airline, and then use auto animate somewhere in your prototype, and then share the video with us. You could win Creative Cloud for a year, so you should get going. More magic. Button magic that time.
Yeah. And great. Yeah.
It's Hans' first time here. Thanks for joining us, Hans, and especially thank you for joining the chat. It's a super cool way for you to interact with us, so we appreciate you doing that. And since you are in chat, it's a good reminder to let anybody know in about 13 minutes we'll be drawing a random person that is active in chat on Behance to win a notebook from moo.com. So that's a good incentive for you to log in on Behance and come say hi to us. All right, so talk me through what we're doing here.
So right now, yesterday we discussed that I usually start with difficult screens, but I don't know why I today start with easiest ones. Maybe it's all you, I don't know.
Oh,
but
man.
yeah.
I'm throwing you off.
I started from the beginning.
Yeah.
But actually, why not? We can already have some style when we come to more difficult screens. We already have fonts, some elements, and yeah, let's see how it's going. It's something actually new for me. Start not from the hardest screen.
Cool. Yeah, I'm curious to know. Maybe afterwards you'll be like you'll change up your style.
Maybe
depending on what you're working on.
Who
Like you
knows?
said,
Who knows?
Context
Yeah.
is important. Christian's writing notes in his Moo notebook right now. That is so cool. Does it have lay flat technology? If so, let us know how you like it, because I've actually never held a Moo notebook in my hands, but we give them away all the time. So I'll have to live vicariously through you, Christian.
Yeah, but I noticed that I'm trying to quicker finish the screens and move to the booking.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you want to get to the more difficult screens right now?
Yeah. I just noticed that I started like quickly created something.
Well, feel free to do, whatever your process is. So if you want to switch to the more difficult screens now first, go for it. I mean, you don't have to stay on
Just
these.
finish this one.
Yeah.
It's not good to leave and finish something.
That's smart. Especially if you try to come back later and you forget where you left off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Natalia, I enjoy the monthly updates to XD as well. They're always adding some really cool features, and something that they rely on a lot for that is they actually monitor pretty heavily the user voice for them. So if you have a feature request for XD or some feedback on the program, create or upvote threads there that you agree with, and then they add them onto their product development roadmap, which is a super cool way to influence the direction of a program that you use every day. Hey Olivier, thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, I come back to the screens a little bit later, but yeah, I want to start with booking and then change a little bit these ones.
Cool. Bring on the challenge.
And what we have, booking for screen. Actually, here we have a tab bar with 3 elements, and it will be reusable in all applications. So
Cool.
I want to spend some time to create icons and style and maybe
Smart.
something not usual. I'm going to create not just standard tab bar and maybe with some, I don't know, some cool elements.
Mm-hmm. When you go to prototype, will that bottom bar be a fixed element on the screen?
Yeah.
Cool. If you're wondering what fixed elements are, it's just something you can do in XD and programs where you're prototyping, where you can create something that stays in place while other things on the page are scrollable. Dara wants to take my job and host Adobe Live. I better look out. Ken, thanks for being here. If it's your first time seeing Adobe XD, you can download it for free. Just download the starter version. You have access to the entire program. The only limitation is you can only publish one live prototype link at a time. But you can use the full program and save files and create prototypes and do everything that you want to do.
So I used icons that I already prepared. I want to see how it looks when it will be with gradient.
Mm-hmm.
But these ones should be not active right now, because right now we are on booking screen. So
I see. So that means you can't click it right now.
Yeah. You can click, but I mean it's not active tab.
Okay.
What is? I don't want to have this native line. I want to change a little bit background in a tab bar.
Mm-hmm. Hans works in the printing and design industry and has his own agency. It's funny you ask, or funny you say that, because Olga actually is a co-founder of her own digital agency.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions about running a design business, running a design agency,
yeah, feel free to ask.
Yeah, she's a wealth of information. She's very talented, so feel free to ask questions and get some insights. You're a product designer. You are a UI UX designer. You got a lot. You got a lot of skills.
Yeah. And actually, when you have your own company, you have you have less and less time for design. You need to figure out a lot of different stuff, starting from management and management, business, working with clients, with team, and yeah, most of time I spend like on phone calls or Skype calls or in conversations and in some design programs.
And you're kind of like, just let me design. I just want to do the fun stuff.
Yeah, sometimes I really just want to do something.
Yeah. But I think that those are all good experiences, right?
Yeah, it really helps to look on product not only from designer side. It also really helps to look from business side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really important for designer. Don't forget about business. Don't forget about users, and don't think only about looking.
Yeah, that's a great point. Being able to put yourself in the shoes of the business, the people that have the budget and are trying to make the decision, as a designer is really valuable. Because I think there can oftentimes be friction there between the designer and the person saying, hey, make that blue.
Yeah.
Or giving you an example of work and telling you to recreate it, it can be frustrating. Jan's wondering where the dark UI is at. Jan, you should hit up Talon on Friday at 12 p.m. noon. He'll be live for Designing XD. And you might get sneaks into the next update, and you can also bug him about adding dark UI. He's the man with the plan. Eric, you're certainly not the worst designer in the world. And I think it's really important for anybody watching, especially if you're trying to participate in the challenge or ask questions, to know that it takes a lot of effort and energy and creativity and like confidence to put yourself out there and join a design community. So if you're here, you've already taken a step in that direction. So just stick around.
Yeah.
Keep designing.
Actually, now regarding icons, it's not to the icon, but I'm going to change a shape from circle to, I don't know, something like some square, or I don't know, something like this. Actually, no. I want, if I have a shift and I use arrows and shift and in this point I can change every element the same.
Well, that's cool.
And I can have the same radius. And no, not this.
So that's shift and arrow.
Shift, it allows like move for 10 points, and without shift, I just move in for 1 point.
Gotcha. And that's just while clicking on the anchor points?
Yeah. I just need to click on anchor points.
That's a great pro tip.
And 1, 2. So,
nice.
And next I'm going to like all layers. I'm going to like subtract it from the background, so it should look nice. 1 second. So this is a smaller one, and this one I need to put them together. No.
We also have a question for you whenever you're ready. Somebody's wondering how they deal with clients that delay their payments or sometimes don't pay. Have you ever had an experience like that where you've done work and your client doesn't pay you?
Lucky I have a good clients.
Yeah.
But usually when I start working with new ones, I'm first asking for prepayment. And it can be like 50% of work and other part after completed. But with clients that are working like for years, it actually doesn't matter because I know they will pay.
Yeah, exactly. You have a good reputation with them.
Yeah.
And you trust each other. So I think a lot of it is finding clients that you know and trust and building a reputation and a relationship together so that you don't have those question marks. And Munir's wondering about clients that tend to interrupt you in your work. Have you ever had experience like that?
Interrupt?
Yeah, like you're trying to like get into the flow, and maybe what he means is like they keep pivoting, like you create a design and they say, oh wait, we want this.
Actually, I'm trying to work with clients, not just have some task or doing design. We work together like partners, and we have a lot of discussions and discuss what is better, because I can be not expert in client's business, and I want to create products that's good for business, but not the products that I just like. So that's why I spend a lot of time discussing and receiving as much information as possible from client. And if client asks to change something, I firstly ask why you want to change this. And when I understand the goal, I may give like better solution and propose it, and it works.
That's great advice. It sounds like you have a really good grip on the business side of things, especially now that you run your own design agency.
I hope.
So maybe that's a good recommendation for anyone out there that's just getting started, especially if you want to freelance or run your own agency. Spend some time and dedicate some studying time and some research, and talk to people that run their own businesses so you can figure out how that aspect of the business works, not just how good design works. Also, hi Kathleen, thanks for joining again. I am indeed comfy in my fish sweater. Double fish.
And actually, it's much easier to start, for example, own company starting from freelance, because on freelance you need to manage at least yourself, and you receive some clients, so you can receive more, and then it's much easier than starting from scratch. You know, just like, oh, I woke up in the morning and think, oh, I want to open my own agency. It will be very difficult.
Yeah.
But if you have some background, oh, we have.
You know what time it is?
Fireworks.
Do you know what those mean?
Yeah.
It's time. It's time for Chat and Win. If you're just joining us and this is your first time watching, I'll explain it for you really quickly. For those of you that are with us all the time, you can just put your fingers in your ears and tune me out. All you have to do is jump into chat on behance.net/live. Tell us that you're here, say hello, give us a compliment, tell us what you do for a living or where you live. It doesn't matter, it can be anything in the chat. And while you're doing that, we will be right back. Chat and Win! All right, it's time. Get in chat. Let us know you're here. Say hello. Hi, Heather. Onur, Ahmad, Katerina. We've got Brian. We've got Eric. We've got Chakravarti, Devin, Robert.
Oh, I see Kate. It's designer from our team.
Oh, really? That's a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining. Got Giovanni in the chat. We got Omar. Jan's putting his hat into the pool, trying to win. Vlad, Nicole. Oh my gosh, who's gonna win? So we'll have a winner here in just a second. But while we're waiting and you are in chat, this is a great opportunity for you to introduce yourself to everybody here. So let us know where you're from and what you work on. Oh, we've got it. You wanna read the name?
Balandscape, Thalia.
Yeah, Talia? Maybe?
Talia.
Yeah. Balandscape.
Sorry if
Talia?
I was wrong.
No, I might be wrong too. Well, we're doing our best. Talia M, congratulations. You won a Moo notebook with lay flat technology. We'll send you a code on Behance here in just a second so you can claim it. All you have to do is go to moo.com to claim it. And if you want 15% off your next order at Moo, all you need to do is go to moo.com/Adobe Live to claim just a free little offer. So if you're going to order business cards or anything print related, that's a great place to go and use our promo code. Okay, now that we've done Chat and Win, we'll get back to I think you were trying to overlay a couple symbols.
Yes, and
cut to shape maybe?
Yeah,
yep.
And it was successful. And here we have, you see, like element, and we have, it's like cut from the top bar.
Okay. Cool.
So it's like outstanding because like booking is the main feature in our application, and I want to highlight it.
Yeah, I want to just click it. Like I see that, and I'm like, yep, that's the button I want to hit. So you did a good job. Ahmad's from Yemen. That's cool. Balandscape says, you are the best. Thank you so much. It is our pleasure. Thanks for being here, and thanks for participating in chat. For those of you that didn't win, we'll give away another notebook in the next stream. All you need to do is stick around for that one, and you can participate in another Chat and Win. And in the meantime, check out the challenge. Start designing a website for an airline. It can be fictional. Use Auto Animate, share the video with us. We'll review your work on stream, and you potentially could win a year subscription to Creative Cloud, which is a great prize. So what's the line for?
It's plus.
Nice. That was so quick. You're like, oh yeah, check this out.
Yeah, it's really quickly. It's just rotate an element, and that's it.
The power of hotkeys.
Yeah.
You're right, Jan. I thought about it yesterday. I thought, you know what? Everyone told me I needed stickers. I need to get stickers on my laptop. And I was like this close to putting a sticker on, and I thought, no, I'm going to stay true to myself.
Yeah, and I promised to bring stickers to you, but
oh yeah, that's what I really meant.
Yeah,
it hurts my feelings.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
We have one more day.
No pressure to bring stickers.
We have one more day.
I don't know why. I like having a laptop with no stickers on it. Feels clean. But if you give me a sticker, I'll put it on.
You promise?
Yep.
Okay.
Promise.
I will do it.
Cool. Yeah, that's right, Tony. Sometimes you have so many stickers you can't figure out where to put the next one because it's gonna cover one that you like. That's what we will call a first world problem. That's right, Devin. Wear a sweater. Save a sticker, wear a sweater. Got jokes in chat. So in your, from your experience, something like booking the appointment, at least in this user flow, would be the hardest thing to design?
Yes, because it's the main. Actually, it may be not the hardest, but this is the main thing in application. So this is why it's like more hardest, you know, because you need to take care about every detail and think about it.
Yeah, and it's also, like you've said, it's really like where you want to be able to, you don't want your users to get lost. Like,
yeah.
It's the moment in the app where it needs to work. And it's also probably what you would user test, right?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
you want to put a lot of thought and effort into something like that. Val, I do the same thing. I have like probably 20 stickers that I love, but I don't want to stick them on anything because I don't know what to put them on. So I just have a collection of stickers. I know, I'm weird. Debashish is wondering if you could really quickly show them again how you made the book button carve out of the bottom banner.
Yeah, so...
Or you could just at least explain it. You don't have to go through the whole process.
Yeah, so I took this button, I duplicate it, and I make one more, bigger size. And then I select two levels with the top bar background and tap on Subtract.
Nice.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure which level higher, so background should be under the button.
I think that's a great example of like creative problem solving. And I think that's a skill that you would get from playing in a program like Illustrator, where you need to like stack shapes and subtract them from one another. So I think XD can be a space where if you do other types of design or even illustration, you can flex the same skills in XD, especially now that Auto Animate's in there. And you can think in terms of motion and not just static screens.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential there for getting creative and having fun with the designs. Thanks for showing how to do the button trick again. Debashish says, thanks, cool. All right, so we're bringing in our famous dentists now.
Yeah, Eric.
Eric's here today.
Yeah, I saw him.
Eric, congratulations. You are now a dentist. Oh, and an orthodontist?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you got it. Eric is always here. We love having you here. It's always a treat. But I don't think I've seen a challenge design from you in a while. I would challenge anybody here who's here regularly, if you haven't made a design lately, you should give it a try. We'd love to see what your work is like nowadays, how you're progressing as a designer. It's always nice to get feedback. So, try it out.
And now I'm going to try use one of the plugin,
Cool.
Photo Splash, and put. It doesn't want to work with.
With this shape?
Yeah, with this shape. So we will try to create a rectangle.
Oh. Could it be because it's filled with color?
And use plugin, select face. We have it here, and now we will try to use a mask.
That's smart.
And oops. Mask with a shape. Cool, it works.
Nice.
So, Eric, you now have a new look.
Yeah. Close enough. I think actually Eric wears glasses, so we're not too far off.
Good catch.
So for now, Eric, this is you. This is you in a world where you're also a dentist and an orthodontist.
This is you as dentist, yeah.
Kathleen likes this song. I don't know the name of it, and DJ Pac-Man is busy with something else, but it's probably a song from Chill Hop Records. So maybe you can Shazam it. Ryan, thank you. Dad sweater. I took on the torch today. Paul had it on yesterday, so I thought, you know what? I could pull off the dad sweater and put it on this morning. It's also pretty cold right now in California, so it's keeping me warm.
Yeah.
Have you been with the weather here so far? What do you think?
Actually, it's much warmer than in Ukraine, so I'm happy.
Hey, there we go. We have a lot of smoke right now in the city.
Yeah.
Which it's not very pleasant. And, you know, our thoughts are out to all the people that are affected by the wildfires up north right now. It's pretty dangerous up there. And actually, Val, our moderator, has personal experience with that. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy up there. If you could design any experience, like sky's the limit, whatever, for any company or personal project, what would you do? Like you could work on any project for any company, like any type of experience.
I want to do something with VR, I think.
VR?
Yeah. No,
cool.
I want to try something with this because it's something new for me, and yeah, I like I like to try something new and to receive new experience.
It would be cool to design in VR for VR. You know, like put a headset on and like manipulate 3D
and create
space.
like full working space. You know, it may be crazy.
And then you can make a VR experience for your dentist app, like we talked about yesterday.
Yeah, and make it fun.
Yeah. Do we have any VR fans in chat right now? Let us know if you've played with VR, and especially if you've designed anything for VR. We'd love to hear what that was like. Michael Crabtree says, become like Tony Stark and create everything in AR. Tony Stark's pretty amazing. I think becoming like Tony Stark is a tall ask, but we'll try our best. Yeah, Ryan, we were thinking yesterday, like, you could have a VR experience for going to the dentist, so while they're working on your teeth, it feels like you're not at the dentist. That might be kind of a cool application for it. And we have triplets. They're all named Eric Sue.
Yeah, I will name them
and they're
soon.
all dentists. Dentist army. Kevin Lee says, oh man, can I have my name on it? Haha, JK. Well, now that you've asked, if there's a chance, we'll add Kevin Lee into the app too.
Sure.
Kevin's a friend of ours. He live streamed with us a few months ago.
So don't forget, I will do it right now.
Okay, cool. Kevin, you ask and you shall receive. Your name is now in the Book an Appointment app, and you are officially a dentist and orthodontist. Congratulations. Tell your parents you made it. So did you take that button that you made or that banner area and turn it into a symbol? Or did you just copy and paste it over?
No, I just copy pasted previously from symbol. But yeah, it was...
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah. So, but I want to change it a little bit. So I ungrab symbol and because I want to make two...
Yeah, Kevin, I figured, I feel like sometimes if you work in like the design field, or especially what I do, I try and tell my parents what I do for a living, and they're like, what? I don't get it. So you work in tech for Google? And I'm like, no, but okay, whatever makes you sleep at night. So it would be nice to be able to say, hey, I'm a lawyer, I'm a dentist, so now you can do it.
Yeah.
Timofte wants an appointment from Kevin. All you have to do is download the app. And Ahmad wants his name in there too. I don't know how many names we can bump off. We picked some yesterday, so we only have a few spots, but if we do, we'll add one more in there.
Okay.
Nice. You know what I'm talking about, Kevin and Val. The confusion. Joel, if you have a question about the My Spider-Verse contest, you should check out wherever that information's being held. I don't have any information about that. Our team is not running that contest, so you should check out the contest rules on the website. Nice. It's so funny how a little icon, you're like, that's a dentist. It's just like a few shapes.
Yeah. I like simple ones.
Yeah, it's nice. I think icon creation is a really nice skill to have. You have to really be able to simplify shapes and deliver a message with only a few shapes. Osama, great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Always nice to see you. So while you're designing these screens, like the UI for these screens, are you thinking ahead for how they might function as a prototype? Like how the elements might interact with one another?
Yeah, and that's why I tried the first such design, with different, different not shapes, but with different cards for each dentist. But then I thought that we have like 4 steps, and it will be good to have like 4 interactions, like step-by-step cards that you can swipe and drag and drop, and that's why I'm starting to a little bit moving everything and want to see how it will look.
Cool.
So I want to play a little bit with it because thinking about interaction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think the reason I brought it up is I think while you're creating UI, you're also thinking about multiple levels of design, including motion and interaction, drag components, transitions.
Yeah, because when you finish design it, if you start thinking about it while you finish, you may need to change a lot of things, and all of this is time.
Yeah, or you build something that's a beautiful design, but it just doesn't function at all. You're like, oh. Why did I spend all day on that? It looks nice, it just doesn't work.
Lucky we don't have full day. And we can spend just 2 hours.
Yeah, right. We have less than 2 hours too.
Yeah.
It's a tall task, building an application over a series of 3 streams, but you're doing a great job.
I'm trying.
We have some suggestions for the app name in chat.
Or we can rename it actually, because we haven't started creating like splash screen yet and login, so we can put any name.
Okay. Well, if you have a name for the app, let us know. Share it in chat. The one we have right now is Dent List, like dentist, but Dent List.
Dent List?
Yeah, that's what we have right now. Shared by Jan. Kevin approved. So if you have it, right now it's named Smile. So if you have a name that's better than Smile.
Yeah, something more creative.
Let us know. We're calling on your creativity. We need it. Tooth Dairy? Maybe Tooth Diary?
You can name it Braces.
Braces? Brace yourself. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Dentist is coming. That should be our tagline, I think. Brace yourself. Tooth Diary, okay. That's what I thought. So Olga, when you're not designing products and working on your company, what do you like to do for fun?
It's actually a difficult question, because it seems like all my time I do design. I do design for fun.
Okay, that's not good. I mean, okay, I guess it counts. But you gotta have like some hobbies or things that you like, right? Like.
Actually, I really like reading books.
Yeah.
But last book I read like maybe a year ago, because I even don't
You're just
have
designing
time.
And working all the time.
Yeah.
But you've been traveling a little bit, right?
Yeah, traveling. Yeah, actually traveling really helps. And gym.
Yeah.
I'm trying to visit gym like 3 times per week.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it helps to relax.
That's
and
good.
Don't think about work, because I'm thinking about work every moment of my life.
Yeah, I think when you get out of a routine of exercising, you forget how closely related your mind and your body are.
Yeah.
And if you start neglecting one or the other gets a little haywire. So I feel the same way. Like if I'm able to exercise, I feel like my brain works better and I'm able to relax, get out of the zone where I'm thinking about everything too much. Kevin Lee says, I like to fix teeth for fun. Fun outside of, well, now that you're a dentist. All right, another app name, Dent Ease. Like easy dental Dent Ease. Keep them coming. I don't think we have our ringer yet, unless you have one you like. Do you have any design? We're talking about like exercising our bodies, but do you have any design exercises that you would recommend for someone that's like, let's say they want to get into app design, like an exercise that they could practice to become better?
Actually, just trying to learn how everything develop and design in other different like applications. You can start from popular ones and think not only about general flow, and trying to find each screen, trying to find each state of the screen, and maybe create like some screen map and see the whole flow and see the whole view. And even you will see that even simple applications that you thought that there is like 2 screens, that it can be like 100 of screens or states. And actually, yeah, before starting design, try to think about general flow, and only then start design.
Mm-hmm. I think that's such a good, like the master study idea, right? Because so much work and research has gone into the apps that we use every day, like the websites, the user flow and the experience, like tons of testing, tons of research. So that's a great benchmark, and it's a great thing to look at and maybe even replicate so that you understand what something that functions looks like. I think that's really good advice. Osama says, oh wait, I just realized I follow Olga on Dribble. Her interactions are super nice, especially Netrix.
Thank you. Actually, Netrix is our own website that we created, and I really like it.
Looks like you have Osama's a fan of it also. I like your website as well. You were wearing a shirt yesterday with Netrix on it, and I thought that was really nice. The script that you use for, I don't know if that was your logo or not, but I thought it was really nice.
Yeah, it's our logo.
Yep. So Nick pointed out, he's nitpicking, he says, but orthodontist is spelled with an H, so I think we're missing one there.
Maybe.
It says ortho.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is why we have these sort of, I don't want to call them backseat designers, but we have people watching, making sure that we stay on track. Also, sometimes they'll remind you to save. I think it happens often that designers forget to save, so it can save our life in that aspect. Oh, yawn. I can't even read that out loud. Don't like shots. Thanks for the tip, Nick. Definitely not nitpicking. If you see anything that you want to comment on, please let us know. Especially if you have a question about something. We'd love to answer it. Ryan Riley's wondering if you do freelance work. He's an art director and sometimes needs work done that they can't do internally.
I'm started as freelancer, but now mostly I like represent our team and work so we work like agency right now.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like you're pretty busy with work.
Yeah, and we actually now we started from like me and one more designer this year, and now we have except me 5 amazing designers.
Great, that's so cool. How did you grow your team? What was the process like? Were they all people you knew, or?
Actually, yes. And actually now we have in team, design team, all girls, and we all looks like pretty the same.
Really?
The same hair, same height,
Yeah.
and it's funny.
You actually look like a family.
Yeah.
You should do an office portrait where you do like an awkward family photo.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
definitely.
fun.
Yeah.
Like sit around a fireplace and wear ugly sweaters and have like some dogs like sitting down. Just make it all weird.
Good idea.
Kevin asks, medical shots or alcohol shots? It's referring to the medical ones. The alcohol ones can be dangerous as well. Stan's wondering if you have any influences as you were developing as a designer. Did anybody influence you? Or do you have like a designer you look up to?
Actually, I can say that I'm looking for some, I don't know, designer or design agency or someone. I'm more like looking on products. That's good. But products, it's not only design work, it's work of all team. And I'm inspired more on whole product. I like to see, not like dribble shots, I like to see how it works. I want to interact with it.
That's great advice. So it's not necessarily the designer, it's the product, which embodies the designer and everything, all the other work put into the product. So maybe that's nice. If you're looking for inspiration, maybe find products that you really enjoy.
And I also try to inspire it not only from digital design, I try to inspire it from nature, from movies, from music, from like any other different fields.
I think that's something I like to do. I feel like when I'm able to get out, especially in nature, I feel really inspired and like energized, and I've got a fresh perspective. Because more often than not, we're in buildings, or in cities, or in cars, or in something that's man-made, and it's nice to remind ourselves that we're part of this really cool ecosystem with beautiful stuff that has been here for a long time that we can appreciate and learn from. We got a pun in chat. Molar opposites instead of polar opposites. Jesse Brown came back. They were here yesterday. Jesse says nature is key for creativity.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like good design, like you could pull almost any good design tenet out of things that exist in nature. Like that's like the home of good design in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Because they have like a perfect function, and everything's sort of cyclical, and things work like harmoniously, and they look, oftentimes really, really gorgeous. You look at most living things. There's a lot to be learned there. We got people making connections in chat. Eric
Cool.
and Ryan have hit it off. Super cool. There's our favorite icon. The brace tooth.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Did you ever have to wear, or did you know anyone that wore like a full headset, like a braces
Mm-hmm.
headset? Did you ever have to do that?
No.
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 Have you seen them before? They look crazy. I'll pull up a picture.
Yeah. I want to see it.
Yeah, they're wild. They look like,
Oh.
and you have like a wire on the outside of your face that, I don't know. It's for aggressive treatment.
Yeah. Oh, just 1 hour left, yeah?
Yeah, time's flying.
Yeah.
And our viewers here have about 27 minutes to share with us challenge designs. If you want Olga and I to give them a review, you have to share them in 27 minutes. If you're still working or you want more time, you can share in the next stream. You have until 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. And that's the final deadline for the day if you want to be eligible to win Creative Cloud subscription for 1 year. So you can check the details in the challenge tab on behance.net/live and start participating. Stan's wondering about if there's any stories behind the stickers on your laptop.
Actually, part of them, this part, like here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like watercolor illustrations that I create my friend Dasha, and they're awesome.
There we go. Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
I don't. Don't listen
yeah.
to these fireworks. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna go back.
And other part, I just change part to time to time, and put one sticker under old one, and and there are like 3 levels, I think, of stickers right now under my left part.
That's cool. We have a friend that he had covered his laptop completely. Actually, Peter Del Tondo, who's a UI UX designer and has been with us 2 times now, he covered completely the back of his screen in stickers, and unfortunately his computer broke, and he had to take it in and they replaced his screen, and in doing so he lost all of his stickers. He was very bummed.
Yeah.
Jan says, new name suggestion, Driller, D-R-I-L-L-R.
It sounds like some horror movie.
Yeah, it sounds like the worst thing. Like it's not what I want to hear when I want to book a dentist appointment. the worst experience. How about Flossie? Somebody says. Ollie says, how about Flossie?
It sounds good. It
like
sounds
it.
like easier to pronounce.
Yeah.
And
It's nice. I feel like it has to, for me, it would have to be something about like booking, maybe. Would be nice. I don't know. I'm not creative enough. Val says a horror movie, so like The Actual Dentist. I think a lot of us feel like that. But we gotta go. If you haven't been to the dentist in a while, this is your public service announcement. You should set up an appointment and go to the dentist. It's scary, but they'll help you. Do you use any, in your UI UX design experience and product design experience, do you use any coding work? Are you familiar with writing code?
No, unfortunately no. I wanted to try something, and especially I think it may help, but no.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily need it to have a career as a designer.
Yeah, and actually, then I realized that I just can find who can do it, you know, and not necessarily to do everything by my own.
Yeah, because I think the more you're able to specialize, maybe the better you can be at your component of a larger workflow.
Yeah.
If you become like a generalist, you become pretty good at some things, but not really the best. The way I like to work is I want to become really good at some specific things. But I think having an awareness of the way code works helps you design better.
Yeah, and actually, more you know, better. You know.
And it makes your developers' lives easier. You kind of know what the handoff is going to look like and what they're capable of doing. Everybody's talking about the dentist now and how they need to set up appointments. Oh man, I need to set up an appointment. I've been putting it off. Kathleen, we need to get on that. Okay, what do we got here? So if you want to go ahead and talk through what you're doing now, that'd be awesome.
I'm now creating the second step of making an appointment, and I'm still playing with layout for these two screens, and just created second one to see how everything will look together and to see with different elements. I decided to use cards instead of checkboxes to select it, you know, to make this process more fun. You just stop and go. And now I'm still not sure about the general layout for these 4 steps, and maybe I'm create one more step, come back, and change a little bit everything.
Cool. So these 1 of 4, the 2 of 4, these would be cards that kind of scroll as you click next.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh man, you're too kind, Kevin. It took a lot of orthodontic work to have a straight smile. Definitely not my work. The molar bear fighting against enamel cruelty. Enamel. Oh man, I just pulled a lapel pin mistake that Kathleen did once. Everyone has their moment, and mine was enamel. I just wanted to read it like animal. That was my problem. All right, so we have some app name ideas.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't see any, it didn't seem like you were like really pumped about any of them. But the one that I think I liked the most was Dentlist, or there was one more. We had Dentlist, we had Driller, which is terrifying. We had Flossy, and we had, share them again with us. I didn't write all of them down. If we didn't say yours out loud, let us know what it was. Are you lining up all of those with your grid right now?
Yeah.
So fancy. Jan Eric says, roses are red, violets are blue, so go to the dentist. Cool. don't know if it's too long. It's pretty good. It's a good catchphrase. What we first need an app name. That's what we need. I'm thinking here. We've got toothless. Sometimes people refer to their teeth as chiclets. Could be booklet. I know it's kind of like a little bit too meta. The dentistry.
I'm going to align everything and move to the next step and maybe come back and then change a little bit these cards, that will be scrolls, because now I'm thinking about prototyping and how it may look.
And I think that we might find when you get into the prototyping, there might be some more changes to make.
Yeah.
But I think that's okay, right?
Yeah, it's
that's all
totally
part
okay.
of the process.
Yeah.
Den teeth. Pretty good, pretty good. I think it should be something fun. Like something that...
Something not scary, something fun that you...
Yeah. Like even having the word dent or dentist in it is scary. Like if you say dentist to someone, they're typically like, no thanks. So it should maybe have something. I like the vibe of like style, I don't know why. I like the vibe of like smile, or anything like with like smile, laughter, friendly, dently, something like that. I don't know. I said dent's not good. Yeah, Ken, brace yourself was good. It's a good tagline. Gustavo says grin. Ollie says spit bowl. Oh, that's such an optimistic view, Kevin. Kevin loves the dentist because he knows he'll make his teeth super white and straight.
Yeah.
Optimist. Smile me. It's pretty good. I like that one, Munir.
Smile me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or smile with a smiley on the I and the L. It's interesting. Ken says, no hard feelings. Oh my gosh. We got clever people in chat today. That's so good.
No teeth, no problems.
Oh my gosh. Don't waste it. Toothpaste it. Can you just keep telling us more jokes? This is so good. Don't waste it. Toothpaste it. Oh my gosh. We could have there could be like an experience in the app, or we could insert like some of these funny puns in there to like make people laugh as they're booking their appointment. Mm-hmm. Might be kind of a nice way to insert some humor into something that could be scary.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would do that in terms of design, but it might be kind of fun. Or maybe there's like a pop-up at the end, like after you've booked, and it has like a dentist pun, and it like is random. It can change every time you do it.
Actually, yeah, we had a pop-up after booking, and we can think about some fun stuff.
That'd be kind of fun. Tooth tails. Sweet tooth, smile life. Got People getting clever. And just a reminder, as you're thinking about these names for the app here, we're actually asking you also to design something. So if you're feeling inspired, we have a daily challenge. All you need to do is create a web page for an airline, and then use Auto Animate, which is one of Adobe XD's new tools, to create something that's similar to you'll find it in the challenge tab. There's a link for inspiration. Then you'll share that with us, and we'll review it on stream, and you potentially could win a year subscription to Creative Cloud. Hi Leslie from Malaysia, thanks for joining us. Awesome to have you here. Hi Akula, thanks for joining us. Nick says Smile Bright, but I feel like Bright might be a nice name for the app.
Yeah. It's short, simple.
Mm-hmm. Ryan says text reminders for the appointment could have puns in the text message. That'd be funny. Yeah, I like the idea of using some humor in there.
Yeah.
What are you thinking now? Changing the size?
Size, yeah. It's good that you can just tap like plus and certain pixels amount or minus, and you just...
Yeah, and actually
It's
what's really
really
cool,
easy.
if you know your grid system, you know
Yeah.
the width of the board, and you can just like divide by 3 or something, so
Yeah,
everything's
yeah.
evenly spaced. Yeah, and you're getting crazy, man. Driller, pain, tooth diary. So good. Gus smile.
I like it.
No way.
Why?
No. That's just too embarrassing.
Gus second smile.
Yeah. And Robert, and if you're looking to animate in XD, you can think about it, because there's no timeline. Each artboard is like a keyframe in your animation. So you don't want to layer up the animation. You actually want to take the same object and copy and paste it onto different artboards and manipulate those objects how you want them to change. And we'll actually be prototyping tomorrow, so that'd be a great time for you to tune in and learn how to use Auto Animate a little bit better. We've got Pick a Dent or Toothpick. Those are smart. Those are clever names. Oh, yeah. Robert, good call about the Auto Animate kit. There's a free kit on Behance that Howard Pinsky published. That's the Auto Animate UI Kit, and it's actually a step-by-step that walks you through how to use Auto Animate. I actually have it pulled up really quickly, so check it out. It's pretty cool. I'm going to switch from your screen real quick. And inside of it, you actually have here like About Auto Animate by Howard Pinsky and Jonathan. They have some steps about the kit and some pro tips and examples for what to do and what not to do. And then they have examples for basic ways to use Auto Animate. So this is just an example of animating paths. All you need to do is click on the artboard and hit play. And then you can actually see how you can use it to do something like this. So they go in there and give you an explanation for each one. If you can see here, basically all they did was adjust this path into the second one. XD does some interpretation and then just actually changes it from the first artboard to the second artboard. Got a bunch of UI elements and things that animate. For instance, let's say you want to animate a search bar. There's an example for that too, which is super cool. And drag examples, which are sometimes hard to navigate. This is a great way to learn how to do them. And last but not least, there's a web example, which has a really cool parallax effect. And this is something Howard's been playing with, and I think it's smooth as butter and super fun to look at. So you should give it a download and check it out. It's super cool.
Yeah, also going to play with it before tomorrow's stream
Yeah.
to be prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually played with it before the streams this week so that I knew how to auto-animate and use some of the new tools so that I could help you if I needed to.
Cool.
But you should do it too, because I'll need help. I'm not an expert yet. Tooth book. It's like Facebook, but for teeth. You just take pictures of your teeth, and then they just become friends. Just have like some tooth status updates. You can poke each other. It's a pretty good app.
And you can like raise your teeth, you know, like Tamagotchi.
Oh my gosh, yes. Like you have to give them fluoride and like keep them fed.
Yeah.
Floss them.
Floss me, please.
Yeah. And if you don't floss them, they fall out, which is the same as, accidentally killing your Tamagotchi, which I've never done. I mean, I don't know about you, but.
Actually, me too.
You have any Tamagotchi fans in chat? Anyone remember those? Or are we old school? Let us know. Instagram. That's pretty funny too.
Instagram.
And Gustavo, you're wondering how to save your video to your CC files. If you're on Mac, it's pretty easy. All you need to do, when you're saving, you select the folder, which is Creative Cloud files. Just save it to that, and it automatically goes there. It should be something similar on Windows, and then you can just access that through your CC files or share the link to it directly by right-clicking. Michael remembers Tamagotchi.
Cool.
Ryan says Digipets. I also remember Digipets. Those are fun. I got really into Digimon World too, which is a fun game. Digimon World, I think you could like breed Digimon and they would like create an egg and you had to like raise it, and it only lived for a certain number of days, so you had to like breed it again if you wanted the same type of Digimon. Kind of like Monster Rancher. They're resurfacing, Ryan? No way. They're coming back. I need to get one. Sounds fun. All right, Kevin confirmed they're back. Toothers. The tooth is out here. Ken, you just got it nonstop. Great suggestions. And also just a reminder, you have 6 minutes to share your designs with us. Right now, I don't see any. So if you're working on it, what you can do is export it, share the video with us, we'll give you feedback, and then if you want, you can continue working on it and share it again in the next stream. Just share it sometime before 2:30 p.m. and it'll still be eligible, your more finished version. Jordan knows. Digimon World. It's my boy. Or my girl. Or whatever, yeah. Or my person. Got tooth hurdy jokes in chat. Floss it or loss it.
It's fun.
I now know why you picked this idea. I was like, dentist app. Let's have fun with that. And now I get, there's so many puns to make. Ryan, I did see the Pikachu trailer, the Detective Pikachu. Did you see that?
No.
There's a new Pokemon, like it's,
yeah,
it's like Pikachu,
I remember.
and
Yeah,
he's a detective.
Yeah.
But it's like real. It's like live action. It's not animated. It looks pretty interesting. I'm skeptical until I see the actual movie. But might be awesome. Got DJ Pac-Man back in the house. His belly's full. He's dancing. He's happy. Ooh, nice. Oh, Ryan Reynolds is the voice of Pikachu? No way. Are they doing like a Deadpool 3 Pikachu spinoff. That'd be pretty cool. All right, do you want to catch me up to speed on where you're at?
We have 4 steps, and I'm going to review everything and see maybe something I forgot, or maybe I want to change something. For example, I'm not sure about, actually I'm sure that the contrast is not enough in this font. I need to make it darker.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday
Yeah.
in one of the prototypes. It's a good call. Also, Enel, Kevin is funny, and if you like Kevin's sense of humor, he'll be hosting for us in December. So come back for the UI UX XD streams in December, and you will get to experience Kevin Lee as your host of Adobe Live. It's gonna be cool. Hi, Brianne. Welcome back. Great to see you again. Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. Continue.
And I'm thinking about finish these 2 screens quickly, and then if we have time today, finish this thanks for booking screen with some fun.
Cool.
Or we can finish it tomorrow before prototyping. So, but I hope we do it today.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll have a little more time today than we did yesterday. I don't think we have a ton of designs to review. The challenge is a little bit harder today, so I imagine people are probably going to wait till the last stream to share their work. So we should have a little extra time.
Cool.
Yeah, Kevin, you're going to rock it. I'm excited to have you here with us.
And now I already have style for such screen already created, and I just can bring content from our wireframe and put it to the design, and it should be pretty quickly.
Yeah, I feel like I just blinked and you're already done with another screen design. But that's one of the like really nice parts about having your asset panel set up the right way.
Yeah.
Is you can do things super quickly once you put in that little bit of groundwork. And this is your 1 minute warning. You have 1 minute to get your designs into us. If you'd like to get a review on this stream, if you're still working, no pressure, keep working, share it in the next stream. Just make sure you get it in before 2:30 p.m. Pacific time so that you are eligible for the prize. Looks like Gustavo shared one.
Cool.
We'll give them a little bit more time.
And now I'm creating appointment screen,
Mm-hmm.
the empty state, before we booked any. Actually, I need to add one more color for font, and here it is. So,
Cool.
and we need to create a segment controller to switch between upcoming and past appointments.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do it. I want to, I don't know, something in style we already created, so something maybe with shadow. Oh, let's see. So no border. Let's.
When you're playing with drop shadows, is there like an opacity that you would you recommend? You know, like when you add a drop shadow in, you can have like 30% or 50%.
Actually, it depends on background and on element.
Okay.
For example, when you have white background, opacity should be more to make it looks not dirty. But when you have, for example, a little bit gray background or other ones, you need to make it a little bit more. So
cool.
you just need to play and see how it looks.
Yep.
There is no like such rules that work for every type.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I've noticed sometimes when we've done reviews in the past, a critique that's sometimes thrown out is that the drop shadows are too heavy.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes designers have their instinct is like, oh, if I'm going to throw a drop shadow in, it needs to be there. You know, like it needs to be like a deep shadow. And sometimes like a little bit of subtlety can go a long way, I think.
Yeah.
That's right, Val. It's the deadline for the challenges. We will pull up your challenges that you shared with us and give them a review here in about a minute. And like I said earlier, if you're still working, no problem, just share them again in the next stream before 2:30 p.m. and we'll review those ones one more time, and then we'll select one at the end of the day to win a year subscription to Creative Cloud. So Tom, the next stream is going to be actually the same challenge prompt that we've had all day. So all you need to do is check out the prompt that's live right now, and you can start designing on it and share it sometime in the next stream. And if you're wondering, tomorrow, instead of a challenge, we'll actually have portfolio reviews. So all you need to do is share a portfolio with us that has some UI and UX design components in it. We ask that it's uploaded to Behance or maybe even on Adobe Portfolio, and then you'll just share it with us tomorrow. You'll have a form then that you can fill out, and then we'll pull those up on stream and review 2 of those. Brian, I would submit a design for the challenge, but I don't have time today. But maybe sometime in the future. That sounds fun.
Actually, it also can be a good idea, like when host and designer also create the same thing for challenge during the stream.
Kind of like a little bit of a design competition.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's nice when we can collab a little bit. Like you're building an app and then the host builds like some icons or does something, and then you have a little bit of a workflow going. Yeah, we have one challenge design that was shared with us that actually is yesterday's prompt, but we'll take a look at it and still give you some feedback. But just make sure that you're following today's prompt and not yesterday's. Yesterday's was to do a scooter rental app, and today's is actually to do an airline web page. So you want to make sure you do today's challenge. Yeah, Tom, hopefully you do. Please, if you do, share it with us. I'd love to see it. Good old magnifying glass.
Yeah.
See, there's 2. Are there 2 components there?
It's 3 components, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, and it's border. We need to.
Oh, I see.
Object. Pass. So.
Nice.
And maybe I want to add something in, maybe background in gradient. Maybe add some gradient in our style. Make it just.
And you're changing the opacity just with the number keys, right?
Yeah. I changed opacity just using 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 it's 10%, 0 it's 100%, and it's much easier than do it using mouse.
Yeah, I think that's a great tip, especially if you're new to XD and you're trying to adjust opacities. You can just hit the numbers on your keyboard and it'll change them to that corresponding percentage.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So whenever you're done with this screen, we can do some reviews. I've got them all pulled up. And then, had a couple come in late. And I think I'm gonna review them. Yeah, I'll get them. Okay. Yep. Cool. We had a couple late ones. I'm glad we waited, actually.
Okay, let's review it and then I finish because I want to add some more elements to this icon, so
Great.
we can review it right now.
Okay. Let me... Cool. So I'm going to switch to my screen real quick.
Yeah.
There we go. This design was shared with us by Gustavo. It was the first one shared in this stream today.
It looks like something cool.
Yeah, and they're only going to be videos pretty much because you have to share a video for auto animate. So if you're watching, make sure you share a video with us so we can actually see your animations. Here we go. Celestial Airways. I wonder if it goes to space. Flying to space has never been easier.
Book.
100,000 bonus miles. Wow. Oh, that's super fun. You know what I'm gonna do real quick is make it full screen so everyone can see it better. Not just any airline, your airline. Oh, is that there? Sorry, I just left. Book now. That's really funny. That image of the planets. Cool. Do you have any feedback for Gustavo?
No, for animation at the beginning, I want maybe something more deep, something that you feel like you need something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking this would be a good example of I thought maybe you would do something like a parallax effect that would be as soon as it starts, you're going into space, right? It's
Yeah.
This could be a really cool example for you.
Yeah.
So Gustavo, if you want to keep designing, all you need to do is actually download this Animate UI Kit. You can find it on Behance, and there's an example there for you to do something similar on your webpage here. So that could be a great way for you to keep working on it. But overall, I think the design is really nice.
Yeah, I just maybe play a little bit with spacing on the screen when you scroll, with space between labels and elements. For example, here, focus more on book button and make a heading line a little bit upper and a little bit more space for planets. I mean, something just little.
Yeah, I think that's a great tip, especially the Book Now button. It's not super inviting. I don't really want to click
too dark.
Yeah.
And I want buttons that I want to click.
Exactly. But great job, Gustavo. Thanks for sharing it with us. And if you continue working on it, please share it again with us. I would love to see if you're able to get that parallax effect down.
It will be cool.
So our next one up, this was shared to us by, I got the names here. I think this one's Milana. I could be wrong. Let us know in chat.
I like it.
Yeah, so they did. Oh no, this one was done by...
cool.
Not by Milana.
And you fly.
This is kind of like it. Oh, sorry. This one's by G2. That's right. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. Nice. I like the clouds scrolling.
Yeah, clouds.
That's really nice, right?
Yeah, and you feel like you're flying right now. And you want to try it into book when you see such animation.
Yeah, you did a great job. I think this is sort of what I was envisioning when we made the challenge for today. It was something kind of like this. So I think you did a great job, G2. Do you have any tips for the actual design itself, not just the animation?
Actually, I maybe try just to play and see how it will look. Maybe make a font in fields not bold.
Mm-hmm.
Try to make it regular and see how it looks. Maybe
Cool.
it will be better.
Yeah, I think that something you used a lot was like a grayer tone for inside of the boxes.
Yeah.
I think that can be nice because it shows you that it's not finalized yet. It's something you need to put in there. And then once it's bold, it means you've typed in there. That's what I tend to think. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next one. This was actually designed for yesterday's challenge, which is why I was reminding you, make sure that you do a challenge for today because this was actually the one for yesterday, but I still want to give it a review so we can take a look at it. Find a scooter near you. Cool, so there's like a little bit of a...
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought previously that, it's me, and it's fine, yeah. I just thought previously that this is scooter location at first.
Yeah. So
Available scooters, yeah, and distance, I see distance, I see, what else?
So if we click on this, looks like we might get a cool little map, little animated.
Navigation.
It's nice. Wow, this is a pretty full experience here.
Yeah.
Add credit, save for later.
Yeah, the same is for white text color on like green button.
Right down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops,
It
I
needs more
clicked on it,
contrast.
but
But you see, it's fully prototype and
super nice.
yeah.
Oh, and right here we got all the screens.
We have all experience. It's cool.
That's super cool. I love it when you're able to lay it out like this. So I didn't show the whole thing. So let me play this video real quick. Oh man. Here we go. Nice.
The credit was applied.
So this was the button you were talking about,
Yeah.
having some more contrast there. Cool. Nice, I like this. A little recap.
Yeah.
Hey Melody. Melody's
Hey.
here. She'll be live in just about 18 minutes, so stick around for that. But I think it's great. I love the design. I love that you showed your process and your artboards. I would love like a little description here
Yeah.
for what it is and what
As
you
we discussed
created.
yesterday, yeah, it will. It's also really good to see for what you design and what was your goals and some more context.
Yeah. But otherwise, I think it's great. I would work on maybe the colors too a little bit. Like, I feel this color was used also in the button, which works, but it's a little, for me, against the white, like a little bit bright.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
other than that, I really like it. Thanks for sharing, Milana.
Thank you.
Yeah. On to our next one. This was shared to us by Heather. Make sure to go full screen this time. We'll play it. So this is, okay, so there's the parallax effect we were talking about. Oh, cool, like a little bit of a drag effect, slider. This is a good example of using gray in the text boxes.
Have fun.
That's super easy and really nice. Feel free to give a critique on that. I don't think I have enough design sense to really give it a good one.
Yeah, I like it, but I propose just to play more with inputs, with font in inputs. It seems like too close, not these ones. Then when we select,
Here?
yeah, it seems like too close to borders. You know, I just want more space.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Space is not bad. Space usually is good.
Also, I think
Don't
this
be
is
afraid,
a little bit.
Yeah,
little bit
also
light.
contrast.
So
Yeah.
a little more contrast there would be cool.
Yeah, and have fun. Maybe something. Some more funny illustrations, something like that. So have fun and.
Yeah, like people kind of flying.
Yeah.
Or, that could be a cool animation, like
Yeah.
hands or like the
Exactly.
inside of a plane. Might be fun. But I love it. I think you did a great job. Awesome job with the
Yeah.
challenge today. And then our last one was shared with us by Equipose designers. They're here with us all the time and always do a great job. Let me make sure I get this full screen. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna click on the menu. Nice.
Cool. Yeah.
That looks like very real to me. Like, I don't know if I would know that this was designed today. It looks like it could be on their
Or
website
night.
right now.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wow. Great job. Do you have any feedback for them?
The same, a little bit higher contrast when you select in elements, and that's it. I love it.
Cool. I feel the same way. I thought it was very well done. So thanks everyone for sharing your work
Thank
with
you.
us. We really appreciate it. You've done a great job, and we're excited to see more designs here in the next stream. If you're still working, share it. If you want to continue working on what you shared with us and apply some feedback that you got to a new design, feel free to do that. We'll be reviewing the final designs after 3 o'clock today. So we're looking forward to that. And for now, we're going to go back to Olga's computer, and we're going to wrap up some more designs before the end of the day.
Yeah, we will try.
Some shiny stars. I think that's kind of like that fun element you were just talking about. It's giving things a little more personality.
Yeah, some small elements.
Jan says, isn't the classic 747 getting retired? If so, that's sad. I love that plane. Jan, I don't know, but I love it too. Yeah, great job, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and clap for you. That was really nice. And we've got Paul Traney in the house.
Sorry.
Paul's gonna be live in just a few minutes with Melody, and they're gonna design some really cool things in Adobe XD, so you're gonna wanna stick around for that. I could have sworn I felt like someone was behind me just now. That was weird. Maybe there's a ghost in the studio. Huh. Poor Paul, he hurt his back. He's having a hard time. Cool, so how many more screens are we working on now?
Yeah, I want to create screen with already existing appointment. And actually, I thought firstly to create like some list of appointments, but anyway, you will not have like usually more than one upcoming. It can be like just several.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, it may be better to show all information about this without navigation, like to additional screen, and also maybe have some, if you have more appointments, have ability to also scroll and swipe and...
Cool, so
Yes,
each
also-
card would be appointment info for like
Yeah.
one appointment?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. It can tell you who your doctor is or your dentist.
Yeah. So firstly, I wanted to create like just a list, and you navigate to additional screens with full information. But then I thought about I will have like in 80% we'll have just one appointment. So why we don't show all information?
I think that's really smart. I also like how you built that extra screen in there already because you're thinking about prototyping. That's right, Ryan. Dad sweaters unite. If you're wearing a sweater with a trout on it, just saying, you gotta be You gotta be pretty dad sweater cool. Anybody out there wearing a dad sweater? I think maybe Jan is. I feel like Jan would be wearing a dad sweater right now.
Actually, interesting where is Eric, because we have a consultation with him November 17.
Oh yeah. I wonder how that's gonna go. Someone told me he just recently got his dentist license. Dentistry license. I don't know what it's called. Eric, you better take care of us. We'll skip the drilling for this visit. Hey Kevin, when you come and host, you should bring a dad sweater. And we can make it a thing. Dad sweater, cool. Ryan is wearing a dad sweater. Paul inspired him also. That's super cool. I got dad sweater envy. I had to show up today. Do you ever turn your symbols into into your assets? Like, would you turn each symbol into a component in your assets panel?
But not today.
Yeah.
A lot of work quickly, and I have only like button. I have only this element with shadow, and unfortunately, I also need to add. I definitely need to add top bar.
Cool.
Because it's really important.
Yeah, it's sort of consistent throughout all of them.
Yeah.
But I think that's it can be a nice trick for, especially like later on if you want to change the symbol. It just changes it in all of your artboards.
Yeah.
Rather than having to go and find it in each one. Maybe you miss one and then get a little bit mixed up.
Yeah, it's totally help.
Yeah, Jan, you can be Kakashi's foster dad. That's totally cool with me. And we should create a dad sweater calendar. The Adobe Live calendar for 2019 is going to be me and Paul and Pac-Man wearing dad sweaters. You heard it here.
Actually, which name you prefer for application?
Ooh.
Can you choose one?
Did you have a favorite?
I think no. That's why I ask you.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to pawn it back to you. Let's see.
Luck.
I think my favorite was probably, I liked Bright. I liked Dent List. Like dentist, but Dent List. Did anyone have a favorite app name in chat? You have about 2 minutes to let us know. So get in there.
To vote for your favorite name.
Yeah. Or maybe, you know what we could maybe do tomorrow is create like a poll and they can vote.
Yeah, cool.
And then we can go from there.
Yeah. Great
So
idea.
let's do that. Tomorrow, if you come back for part 3, we'll name the app and we'll put your ideas into a poll. And then the winning name will actually be in the prototype. Val says she likes toothpick. I thought that one was clever too. Paco's getting hype on the dad sweater calendar. He's so ready. You know what, maybe Ryan. I think that's a great idea. So we're working with about 1 minute left. Do you want to give them an overview of what we've worked on today?
Yeah, just one last button.
Cool.
And I will need to do something with space more. I'm not sure I like for now, but I think I can quickly edit it tomorrow. On the beginning of our stream. So what? Quick overview of what we have right now. We have login screen. We have screen to fill in verification code, create account. We have a list of appointments, empty one, and with already booked appointments. We have 4 steps for appointment booking, where you select dentist, where you select treatment you need, and time, and also insurance type.
Nice.
And yeah, one more screen that we will need to create. This is like thanks for booking screen with maybe some fun illustration or some fun words.
Yeah, and some fun jokes. So come back tomorrow with your jokes and your app names.
And we put it into a prototype.
Yeah, we need some funny stuff. So we're having a hard time being funny.
Yeah.
I don't have a sense of humor. But yeah, we'll be back very soon. Paul's going to be live with Melody in about 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Continue designing, continue sharing, and thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Great job today, Melody. We'll be up with Melody. Great job today, Olga. I just failed.